Prepare to embark on an exhilarating adventure into the heart of one of Earth's most awe-inspiring wonders, the rainforest. In this immersive article, we will delve deep into the lush green canopies, uncover the hidden secrets of its remarkable biodiversity, and discover the critical role it plays in sustaining life on our planet. From exotic creatures to medicinal marvels, get ready to be captivated by the mesmerizing allure of the enigmatic rainforest. Opening paragraph that sparks curiosity and sets the tone for the article. The rainforest. An extraordinary tapestry of life. As you step into the rainforest, you are immediately greeted by an explosion of vibrant colors and an intoxicating symphony of sounds. Towering trees reach for the heavens, their branches forming a protective canopy that shelters a multitude of hidden wonders beneath. The rainforest is a living, breathing entity, a kaleidoscope of life that teems with diverse ecosystems, intricate relationships, and extraordinary adaptations. Description of the rainforest's visual and auditory aspects, creating a sense of wonder and intrigue. Unveiling biodiversity. Nature's greatest masterpiece, hidden within the rainforest's emerald embrace, lies an astonishing wealth of biodiversity. From the smallest insects to the majestic big cats, every corner of this verdant paradise hosts a captivating array of life. Rare and exotic species call this place home, some yet to be discovered by science. The rainforest is an ever-evolving tapestry, where survival is a constant battle and adaptation is the key to success. Highlighting the diverse range of species and their unique characteristics, emphasizing the untapped potential for new discoveries. A pharmacy of nature. Medicinal marvels in the green pharmacy. Beyond its mesmerizing beauty, the rainforest holds invaluable secrets within its foliage. It is a treasure trove of natural medicines, providing remedies for ailments that have plagued humanity for centuries. Indigenous communities have long revered the rainforest as their pharmacy, harnessing the healing properties of plants to treat various diseases. Yet, much of its potential remains untapped, waiting for exploration and scientific discovery. Exploration of the rainforest's medicinal properties, showcasing the importance of traditional knowledge and the potential for future breakthroughs. The fragile balance. Preserving the rainforest's legacy. As we marvel at the rainforest's wonders, we must confront the harsh reality of its fragility. Deforestation, driven by unsustainable practices and human encroachment, threatens to irreversibly alter this intricate ecosystem. The consequences would be dire, affecting not only the creatures that call it home but also the delicate balance of our planet's climate. Protecting and preserving the rainforest is not only an environmental imperative but a moral. The rainforest plays a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate, and its designation as the lungs of the planet stems from its significant contributions to oxygen production and carbon dioxide absorption. Here's a more detailed answer to your question. The rainforest acts as a powerful carbon sink, absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide, CO2, from the atmosphere through the process of photosynthesis. Trees, in particular, play a vital role in this process by utilizing CO2, sunlight, and water to produce oxygen, O2, and store carbon in their biomass. The immense vegetation in the rainforest acts as a carbon reservoir, storing carbon that would otherwise contribute to the greenhouse effect and climate change. In addition to absorbing carbon dioxide, the rainforest releases oxygen through photosynthesis, generating a significant portion of the world's oxygen supply. The dense concentration of trees and plants in the rainforest collectively contributes to oxygen production, making it a vital source of breathable air for humans and countless other organisms. Furthermore, the rainforest plays a critical role in regulating global climate patterns. The transpiration process, where plants release water vapor into the atmosphere, creates humidity and influences local and regional precipitation. The moisture released by the rainforest contributes to the formation of clouds and rainfall, which helps maintain the water cycle and supports other ecosystems. However, the ongoing deforestation and destruction of rainforest areas have serious consequences for climate regulation. When forests are cleared or burned, not only do they release stored carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, but they also diminish the rainforest's capacity to absorb further CO2. This disruption can lead to increased greenhouse gas concentrations, contributing to global warming and climate change. Preserving and restoring rainforests are essential for mitigating climate change and maintaining the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems. Efforts to protect rainforest areas, promote sustainable land use practices, and support reforestation initiatives are crucial steps toward safeguarding the climate-regulating functions of these invaluable ecosystems. By understanding and appreciating the rainforest's role as the lungs of the planet, we can emphasize the urgency of conservation and work towards a sustainable future for both the rainforest and our global climate system. The rainforest holds deep cultural significance for indigenous communities who have inhabited these regions for centuries. It provides not only their physical sustenance but also shapes their cultural identity, social structures, and spiritual beliefs. Here's a closer look at how the rainforest supports indigenous communities and their cultural traditions. Subsistence and traditional knowledge. Indigenous communities rely on the rainforest for their subsistence, obtaining food, shelter, and medicinal resources from the diverse plant and animal species. They possess intricate knowledge of the rainforest ecosystem, understanding the medicinal properties of plants, sustainable hunting and fishing practices, and effective farming techniques. This traditional knowledge is passed down through generations, forming the foundation of their cultural practices and survival strategies. Connection to nature and spirituality. The rainforest is regarded as a sacred space by many indigenous cultures. It is believed to be inhabited by ancestral spirits and deities, and its preservation is intertwined with their spiritual beliefs. Indigenous communities perceive themselves as custodians of the rainforest, practicing rituals, ceremonies, and traditions that honor and seek harmony with nature. The rainforest is an integral part of their cosmology, shaping their worldview and sense of place in the world. Social cohesion and traditional practices. The rainforest plays a central role in fostering social cohesion and community ties. Indigenous communities often live in close-knit groups, relying on communal decision-making processes and sharing resources. Traditional practices, such as storytelling, music, dance, and craftsmanship, are deeply rooted in the rainforest environment. These practices strengthen cultural identity, reinforce social bonds, and transmit cultural heritage across generations. Sustainable land management. Indigenous communities have developed sustainable land management practices that promote the long-term health and productivity of the rainforest. They understand the importance of maintaining biodiversity, preventing soil erosion, and preserving water sources. By utilizing traditional ecological knowledge, they practice selective harvesting, rotational farming, and regenerative techniques, ensuring the sustainability of their resources and minimizing environmental impact. Advocacy and conservation. Indigenous communities are often at the forefront of rainforest conservation efforts. They serve as effective advocates for preserving their ancestral lands and protecting the biodiversity of the rainforest. Many indigenous groups actively engage in environmental activism, legal battles, and community-led initiatives to safeguard their territories, combat deforestation, and promote sustainable development that respects their rights and cultural values. Recognizing and respecting the rights and voices of indigenous communities is essential for the preservation of both cultural diversity and the rainforest ecosystem. Supporting indigenous-led initiatives, land tenure rights, and sustainable livelihood opportunities not only strengthens their communities but also contributes to the protection and sustainable management of the rainforest as a whole. Rainforest conservation holds significant economic benefits and offers a range of sustainable opportunities for local communities and the global society. Let's explore some of these potential benefits. Ecotourism. Rainforests are rich in biodiversity and offer unparalleled natural beauty, making them attractive destinations for ecotourism. Conservation efforts can create opportunities for sustainable tourism, including nature-based activities, wildlife watching, and educational experiences. This generates income for local communities through accommodation, guided tours, handicrafts, and the promotion of cultural exchange, while also fostering an appreciation for the rainforest's conservation value. Pharmaceutical and biotechnological discoveries. Rainforests are a treasure trove of unique plant and animal species, many of which contain compounds with potential medicinal properties. Rainforest conservation enables the discovery and sustainable utilization of these resources for pharmaceutical and biotechnological purposes. By preserving biodiversity, there is a higher likelihood of uncovering novel drugs, natural remedies, and valuable genetic material with commercial applications, which can benefit both local communities and the global pharmaceutical industry. Sustainable harvesting and non-timber forest products. Rainforests provide a wide array of non-timber forest products, NTFPs, such as fruits, nuts, fibers, resins, and medicinal plants. Sustainable harvesting and responsible management of NTFPs can create livelihood opportunities for local communities. By establishing fair trade practices and value chains, communities can benefit economically from the sale of these products, ensuring that rainforest conservation and sustainable resource use go hand in hand. Carbon offset and climate change mitigation. Rainforests play a crucial role in mitigating climate change by sequestering carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Conservation initiatives that protect rainforests can contribute to carbon offset programs. Governments, corporations, and individuals can invest in forest carbon projects, supporting rainforest conservation efforts and offsetting their own carbon emissions. This provides economic incentives for maintaining intact forests, which helps combat climate change on a global scale. Sustainable agriculture and agroforestry. Rainforest conservation can promote sustainable agricultural practices and agroforestry systems. By incorporating native tree species and ecological principles, agroforestry allows for the cultivation of food crops, medicinal plants, and sustainable forest products while preserving the integrity of the rainforest ecosystem. Sustainable agricultural practices can provide food security, improve local livelihoods, and reduce pressure on pristine rainforest areas. Research and education. Rainforests serve as living laboratories for scientific research and provide immense learning opportunities. Conservation efforts can support research institutions, universities, and scientific collaborations focused on studying rainforest ecology, biodiversity, climate change, and sustainable land management practices. This generates knowledge, fosters innovation, and contributes to the education and awareness of local communities and global society. It is crucial to develop sustainable business models that prioritize the long-term well-being of the rainforest, respect indigenous rights, and ensure equitable distribution of economic benefits. By valuing and investing in rainforest conservation, we can unlock these economic opportunities while safeguarding the ecological integrity and cultural heritage of these invaluable ecosystems. Deforestation in the rainforest is primarily driven by various human activities. Here are some of the main causes of deforestation and the measures being taken to address this critical issue. Agricultural expansion. The conversion of rainforest land for agriculture, particularly for large-scale commercial activities such as cattle ranching, soybean plantations, and palm oil production, is a significant driver of deforestation. Measures to address this issue include promoting sustainable agricultural practices, supporting agroforestry systems that integrate trees with food crops, and encouraging responsible sourcing and consumption of agricultural commodities through certification and consumer awareness campaigns. Logging and timber extraction. Unsustainable logging practices, both legal and illegal, contribute to deforestation. Timber extraction for commercial purposes, including the production of furniture, flooring, and paper products, can result in the loss of vast forested areas. Addressing this issue involves implementing stricter regulations and enforcement, promoting sustainable forestry practices, supporting responsible timber certification schemes, and encouraging the use of alternative materials and sustainable wood products. Infrastructure development. Infrastructure projects such as road construction, hydroelectric dams, and mining operations often necessitate the clearing of large tracts of rainforest. Measures to mitigate this impact include conducting comprehensive environmental impact assessments prior to project implementation, promoting sustainable infrastructure development that minimizes ecological disruption, and ensuring compliance with stringent environmental regulations. Small-scale agriculture and subsistence farming. Local communities practicing subsistence farming and small-scale agriculture can contribute to deforestation when unsustainable practices, such as slash and burn agriculture, are employed. Addressing this issue involves providing support and incentives for sustainable land use practices, agroforestry, and land tenure rights for indigenous and local communities. It also includes promoting access to alternative livelihood opportunities that reduce dependence on forest resources. Mining and extraction of natural resources. Mining activities, including gold, diamond, and mineral extraction, can lead to extensive forest clearing and ecosystem degradation. Measures to tackle this issue involve strengthening regulations, monitoring and enforcement mechanisms, and promoting responsible and sustainable mining practices that minimize environmental impact and prioritize land reclamation and restoration. Indigenous rights and community empowerment. Recognizing and upholding the land rights and traditional knowledge of indigenous communities who inhabit rainforest areas is crucial for forest conservation. Measures to address deforestation involve supporting indigenous land tenure rights, empowering local communities through sustainable livelihood initiatives, and promoting participatory approaches that involve indigenous peoples in decision-making processes related to land and resource management. International collaboration and financial mechanisms. International cooperation and financial mechanisms are critical for addressing deforestation in the rainforest. Initiatives such as REDD+, reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation, provide financial incentives for countries to conserve and sustainably manage their forests. International agreements, like the Paris Agreement, aim to mobilize resources and support efforts to combat deforestation and promote sustainable forest management. Combating deforestation requires a multifaceted approach that involves government policies, private sector engagement, community empowerment, and global cooperation. It necessitates a balance between environmental conservation, social development, and economic sustainability to ensure the long-term health and resilience of the rainforest ecosystems. The rainforest is renowned for its remarkable biodiversity, harboring a staggering array of species and ecosystems. Its contribution to global biodiversity is immense and holds invaluable lessons for us. Let's explore how the rainforest contributes to biodiversity and what we can learn from its complex and interconnected ecosystems. Species richness. Rainforests support an unparalleled diversity of plant and animal species. Their lush canopies, diverse microhabitats, and favorable climatic conditions provide ideal environments for countless organisms to thrive. From iconic species like jaguars, toucans, and orangutans to a vast array of insects, reptiles, birds, and plants, the rainforest is a haven for biodiversity. Studying this richness can deepen our understanding of the intricacies of ecosystems and the interdependencies between species. Keystone species and ecosystem services. The rainforest is home to numerous keystone species, which have disproportionately large effects on their environments relative to their abundance. These species, such as certain tree species, pollinators, and seed dispersers, play critical roles in maintaining the structure and function of the ecosystem. Understanding the significance of keystone species helps us recognize the delicate balance required for ecosystem stability and the cascading effects that can occur if they are lost. Coevolution and symbiotic relationships. The rainforest exhibits intricate examples of coevolution and symbiotic relationships. For instance, certain plants rely on specific pollinators, such as bats or insects, for successful reproduction. Likewise, some plant species have evolved mutualistic relationships with ants or other organisms for protection or nutrient exchange. Studying these interactions can teach us about the complexity and interdependence of species and how biodiversity promotes ecological resilience. Adaptation and survival strategies. The rainforest's competitive environment has driven the evolution of unique adaptation and survival strategies among its inhabitants. Plants have developed innovative mechanisms to access sunlight, such as epiphytic growth or buttress roots. Animals have evolved specialized adaptations for feeding, camouflage, or locomotion. Exploring these adaptations provides insights into the remarkable capacity of organisms to thrive in challenging conditions and adapt to changing environments. In conclusion, as we conclude our exhilarating journey into the untamed rainforest, let us carry with us a renewed appreciation for this miraculous realm. It is a place where the laws of nature reign supreme, where life pulsates with raw energy, and where every species, no matter how small, plays a vital role in the grand symphony of existence. Let us unite in our efforts to protect and cherish this irreplaceable treasure, so future generations may continue to be inspired by its boundless beauty and